Hey up guys, well, you know we love a bit of history on this channel, yeah? Love walking around and you lot out there telling me how things used to be, how it used to be this factory, how it used to be that. Oh, it's all covered over and changed now, or in some cases, absolutely gone. Well, we're about to go somewhere today. It's me and our little monkey mate there. And if it is where I think it is, then there is almost certainly nothing of it left. I've done a little bit of research, and again it's helped by you lot out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little wander on down there and see if we can find anything at all. And again, as ever, if you know, let me know. Please tell me, because I'm getting a lot of good feedback lately, past couple of videos, and that is brilliant. Thank you very much. Right, so without much more babbling, shall we go on and have a look at this site of a former hospital. That's right, from what I understand it, that this site here was a hospital, but not just a regular hospital. It was what was known as an isolation hospital, and I think what that is for people with contagious diseases. Now, I say I've done a little bit of research because there is scant information out there, and the usually reliable, jam-packed encyclopedic Malcolm Bull's Calderdale Companion even has, I think it's one line, one sentence, title, sentence. So, I'm not sure how long it lasted when it was knocked down and when it became this nature reserve. But as I say, there's almost nothing left of this hospital. Although I've been up a few times with my dog, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But there are a couple of things I've seen and I thought, oh, they don't really belong here. Now, I was sure that it wasn't going to be simply a nature reserve. Because, yeah, once again, coming back to me and us on this channel, we walk around, we have a look, and we know that there's 8 times out of 10 what you see ain't necessarily what you get. Obviously there have been some walks we've been on, where we've been like in Cragvale Woods, and even that holds a few little secrets if you look just a little bit further, as we often do. Walk through Cragvale Woods down by the river, and that is mostly, you know, unchanged for centuries. But there are some little places, like this little bit that we're walking along now, that I just knew. I initially thought, with the tip being at the bottom, sorry, I'm a little bit sweaty going up all them steps. I initially thought, with the tip being at the bottom, that all this here is former landfill or something like that. As I say, I've been proven to find out otherwise. Now, speaking about this area being a isolation hospital, does anyone out there have any information on it? As I say, online it's absolutely scant. There's nothing. There's maybe a sentence or two here and there. If I can, oh my neck, a fly in my nose. If I can, I'll stick in a couple of screen grabs and you know, photos, things like that just here. But for the most part, there is just absolutely nothing, apart from our little monkey mate here. And there's somebody there with 3-4 doggies. Right, we'll just let these all have a little play. Well, there you go. The power of speaking to people, it's a wonderful thing. So the person that was just on shot a moment ago, possibly slightly in the distance with all the doggies, he was telling me that there used to be a mill down in that valley somewhere. Now, we kind of know this a little bit because of previous videos and previous walks and things. What's your doggy in the background, you plonker? But apparently that mill has something to do with this bit of land here where I think this hospital was. Now, that's great information, is that? Because from that mill, from that information, I might be able to backtrack it and stick it on to information about this little this area here, where this hospital potentially was. So thank you for that, and yeah, it's good. But as I say, walking around here, if you didn't know, and it was literally about a week or so ago, and there we have the old Wayne House Tower. Found out that there used to be this hospital here. Now, it does say that it was next to the railway line, which is just there, so I think it may well have been. So shall we have a wander onto near the railway line? Obviously you can't get down onto it because it's all closed off for all of the obvious reasons. But yeah, very interesting. Thank you to that person for telling me this, and yeah, just absolutely mind blown. And it just goes to show once again that every time when, and I don't really think this, when I think that we've got it all cracked around this area, something else pops out. Something else interesting about this funny little town of ours. This place we call Sowerby Bridge and Calderdale and the wider area. Just had a little wander on from there. We're just going to walk down here and see, get up close to this railway track, just because we can, because I don't think a lot of people will know about it. Now, if you walk on here, the railway line down there, and if you walk on there, you can just about make out vehicle tracks. Probably something to do with the maintenance of the railway, but right at the end of this road, there is a gate. If you come up to that kind of pagoda thing that we came up earlier, obviously, and then this will bring you up to here. Now, interestingly, you know this gate post here, and gate post and gate here. They've been left open now, and they've been like this for as long as I've been coming up with the doggy. But I have to wonder if these were part of the hospital complex. Even though they look slightly more modern, but you know, were they originally put up to keep people out while they were demolishing the hospital? Was the hospital even here? Or were they just put up to try and keep people away from this railway line? But as you can see, as you walk on here, it's all shut off to heck, because yeah, railway line. It's a shame you can't get over that bridge. I would love to get over that bridge, just to have a look up, just to see what's on the other side. But it would still be interesting to have a look and see what's what. But it is definitely, our survey said, meh, meh. And if anyone does watch this video and they think to themselves, I'm going to use that as an access point to the railway, don't be a dickhead. Come on, man. Not only are you endangering your life, but the lives of everyone using that train. Seriously, don't do it. I don't think the kind of people that do that would be watching my videos. I really don't. I really hope not. And I do not condone it at all. Anyway, public safety infomercial over. Just don't be an arsewipe, eh? So here we are, back on this track. Now, come back through these gates here. Yep, the orange thing there. You follow it on down there, and that will, as I say, bring you out to that pagoda where we started this little video a few moments ago. But what we're going to do is we're just going to have a little wander on here. Now then, I suppose that would have been the hole where you'd have put the gate. Would it? I'm not sure. What even is this? Absolutely mind-boggling. I am not sure at all. If you look at it, doesn't seem like it's been cut. So I don't think it was where there would have been straps attached to it as it was dropped in. Could be wrong. Maybe the straps went under it. Aye. Right. As I say, have a little wander on here, just to show you more than out. But yeah, vehicle access only. And once again, I assume you'll be needing a key or a code or something. But I didn't really know about this little bit of land here until we were walking down the hill. Me and the doggy afterward explored a little bit of Norland. Choo choo! We were walking down from Norland, and that's where I discovered this gate. And obviously we were on the other side walking down the road, but I saw the gate and my brain went, well, why, what, etc. And you can see the vehicle track, so I had to come and have a look eventually. And that was when I realised, possibly only moments later, I had to recall something from 2, 3, 4, 10 years ago. The entrance to the nature reserve down there, and came up and had a look and joined the dots. Just have to do a little bit of a walk back on here, and if we can get into that woodland, then we might be able to see some things that didn't quite fit in, that made me think maybe landfill site, but is now making me think possibly still being a landfill site, but before that, as I say, potentially this isolation hospital. So wandering back on this little path here, and I know as you get just a little bit further on you can drop down. I suppose you could drop down now, but it looks a bit, yeah, chunky lad. I don't do quite the adventuring I did as a kid, but then again, who does? And also we've got to think about our little monkey mate. It's a little bit more of a trick than I realised. Even though I've just come from that way to that way, I suppose I've essentially done the same route twice, there and back. So it might seem a bit longer than I remember. And again, like a lot of these places, I might have come 3 or 4 times, and then I've done a little bit of digging and a little bit of investigating, and then now some filming and getting some information from you lot and from the internet, and then from the internet from you lot, guiding me to websites or Facebook groups or whatever. Oh heck, proper Yorkshire rain now. Hey, summer rain though. Ooh, kind of nice and cooling, especially when the rest of the year is warm. It's nice to have a little cool down. Right, here we are at these gate posts once again. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a left, and then we'll see if we can get into that little wooded bit that I mentioned before. See if we can find any evidence of anything. Certainly things that made me go, huh. Do you know what? I know summer rain can be nice, but it's coming down a bit much. I'm getting mildly cheesed off. I know, right, you're supposed to be a Yorkshireman and all of that, but silliness aside, I'm getting a little bit cheesed off with this weather. So what we're going to do, we're just going to show you that we are pretty much where we began. That pagoda thing there, whatever the heck it is or isn't. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, it's absolutely free. All you have to do is click a little button down at the bottom somewhere that says subscribe. Comment and share, all of that good stuff helps my channel. Something to do with algorithms and all of that magic again. I still don't really understand it. I'm a man that cuts steel for a living. And there we are, in the background, Warehouse Tower, just poking out of my head. Well, make of that what you will. I set me setting up for fall there. Right, see ya. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share, and we'll see you in the next video.